Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch My Hero Academia Season 4, Episode 12. I was gonna say 12. I don't know why suddenly, the French wanted to come out like that, like why? I don't know, maybe because I'm getting sick. I told you that, during the intro of the previous episode, I'm getting a little sick with my voice, with my throat, which is really like that, and it's really like scratchy. I think that is the right word for that. And also because the last episode played a lot with my emotions. I'm gonna come back to that later. So now, I'm feeling also a little like, ooh. Like, I'm not sure. I think that I'm really getting sick, at the end. The last episode was huge. I really didn't expect it to be like that. Like I told you, I thought that this attack could last for 5 more episodes or maybe more than that. Like I didn't expect at all that we would reach Overhaul right now. When Mirio reached him, I was like, there are copies, Just before that, we had that moment with Toga and Twice explaining their quirks to that Yakuza group. So I was like, haha, that was, preparation for something which is gonna happen later. So when Mirio reached them, I was like, no, in fact, there are copies, like maybe Overhaul asked Twice to make a copy to trick them. Like, I really thought so. But in fact, no. Mirio truly reached Overhaul, Eri and that other guy. And I was not expecting neither to be with Mirio during this episode. I thought that we would stay with Dekku and Eraser. I'm still thinking, about Ochako, Tsu and the Dragon Lady outside. Like, I was like, maybe at some point we can have something about them. Like, it's big, what they are doing also outside. I'm still thinking about Tamaki who fell on the floor. I'm still thinking about Kirishima with that up. So really, I didn't expect at all the last episode to be about Overhaul versus Mirio, like really. And the fact that just before that fight we discovered that they took these bullets which have that thing, which can erase the quirks for good now, permanently. During the entire fight, I was really like, I don't know, like, to be killed, to have your quirk erased. At the end, for me, it was the same thing, like, all possibilities were bad, were wrong, and I was feeling so bad. When this guy pointed his gun at Eri, I was confused during a second because I was like, okay, so you're not pointing it at Mirio because you saw that this one is acting with his heart, with chivalry and all, and you're respecting that rule of your group, of your Yakuza group, meaning that you're not following Overhaul blindly, like a lot of these guys, almost all of these guys, I think that all of the ones that we saw are acting like that. They don't believe into what he's doing, they are not valuing what he's doing, they are not respecting him at all. And the boss, of this Yakuza group, he warned Overhaul about it. He warned that Overhaul was going on the wrong direction and that because of that he would not have the respect of this group. He can blame himself for that. But yes, that guy pointing the gun at Eri and not Mirio, during some seconds I was like, yes, maybe it's the right solution. Like, Mirio, we want him to continue to be a hero, but Eri, to erase her quirk, maybe it would be great in the sense that because of that, Overhaul can't use her anymore and it would solve all of the problems, this issue. And in fact, that girl, with all of the bad stuff that she lived during her entire life because of her quirk, maybe in fact she would want to not have her quirk anymore So really I was like, okay, it can be the solution, but I saw that Mirio jumped, you know, to take the bullet. For him it was a bullet to kill the girl, not to erase her quirk. So he just thought of defending her. But I'm thinking about it like, even if he knew what the bullet would do, I think that he would have jumped to save her from it no matter what. Because erasing the quirk of someone, it's so cruel, it's so bad, it's like, really for me, it's equal, you know, than killing the person. Like, really, it hurts me to think about it. Into this world, to erase the quirk of someone, it's awful, it's painful, it's... see, it's making me feel uncomfortable also, so I think that Mirio would have jumped no matter what. For Mirio to feel it, you know, that his quirk was erased and to not even hesitate for a second to continue the fight, to not even think about himself for a second, consider his feelings and all. It killed me also. Yes, I cried a lot during this moment, because during all of the last episodes, since a long time now, since at least the beginning of this season, we are learning more about him and his past, his background, how he chose to become a hero, his relationship, his friendship with Tamaki, how supportive he is, how positive he is, the fact that he's so shiny, you know, he's always smiling, the fact that he was considered to be the next All Might at some point. Like, truly, Mirio is such a good guy, a positive guy and all. So for him to not have his quirk anymore, to lose that, so to not have that future of being a big hero for everyone, it's killing me. For me, he is a hero. For what he did just right there, he is already a big hero, a huge one. But to erase all of his potential future, all of that part of him, all of what he trained for during so many times, so many years, it's killing me, truly. And even more because I know that him is gonna be positive about it, he's not gonna have any regret, like, it's insane. But you know, the last episode ended with him being in front of Overhaul and I was like, that's it. In addition of all of that, he's gonna get killed. So I made fingers, you know, at my screen, and maybe I'm a little sorry about it because we had an hide and scene with Dekku coming. So if Dekku is coming, all of the other guys, they're gonna come also. So in fact, Mirio is not gonna get killed. At least, you know, he's gonna stay alive. That's already something. The last episode was huge. I think that this one is gonna be even more amazing, with a lot of big emotions, because we're gonna have a fight against Overhaul with Dekku, Eraser, Nighteye, a lot of them, and that's gonna be big for sure. So let's go with this episode. I'm really like, let's go, okay, I can do it. Let's go with this episode. Remember that if you want, on my Patreon you can have the 4 next reaction videos for My Hero Academia, which means that you can have 2 weeks of advance on my Patreon, and you have extended and 4 action part for all of this attack, for all of these episodes about this attack. I put the 4 action part, so for this one I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna put also the 4 action part. If you want these advantages, you have my Patreon for that. It's the best way to support me, really. If you want and if you can, I'm a little reactor on YouTube, I'm also a little reactor on Patreon. I love each one of you guys, but I know also that I would need all of you right now on Patreon. I need, again, all of that to not be worried about, am I gonna eat soup during the entire winter or not? So if you want and if you can, it can be appreciated. Let's go for this episode. Only the 2 of them, right there, only these 2 from the League of Villains. Don't think that. I think that maybe, you know, they're gonna let Overhaul lose, but they're gonna Still, the bullets, you know, the thing. You're not dead. I'm glad. I was not sure to save the girl. Come on, everyone is fighting for that right now. You can't give up. You made that promise. You have a little kid. I don't understand. Yes. I guess that you're not gonna intervene to save him, to help him. But maybe to steal from him. Is it? Oh, you don't know, man. I'm gonna win. What did you? You can do that? Not only you can repair things and all, but you can create something more which never existed before, like. Okay, so all of the links are true. You need to occupy him. Go with him against him to occupy him. To give them time to escape. I know my boy. He's never gonna regret that. Des coups. That's what Rock Guy said, like, Nighteye, take your responsibility. Did he do it right there? You saw Mirio future? You saw that it would end like that? So you didn't know from Mirio.
私とミリオが求める最良の結末を。
A ちゃん、先輩、大丈夫ですか？
Escape, you need to move.
結局悲しませてしまった。
移動します。
You're talking to the girl, she's not sad, she's disappointed for you, you're a hero. See? Help him, you can repair people, you're so...
呪われた存在なんだよ。
No, you're not.
ごめんなさい。
Harry, help, please.
さあ。未来を。エリちゃんが助かり、ミリオたちも無事。
It's for you to sacrifice yourself. Or just you concede.
さっきとは比べ物にならんパワー。本気じゃなかったんだこいつ。
私が悲鳴を上げて、でも動け。ワンフォール 20%。
Only 20% and you'll see what it's gonna be.
小賢しい。
こいつは死んでもエリちゃんを諦めない。ダメージを与えても修復される。一撃でマンチェスタース。
You need to knock him out, you know, to make him unconscious.
動きの線が素直で見えやすい。
That's what you saw? That's what Nighteye saw?
エリちゃんを少しでも安全な場所へ。
Maybe it was not Deku's blood?
パワーだろ。
It was Nighteye's blood? Shut up! Break!
オッケー。無効決ミリオ。
Harry, can't you help? Come on, girl!
だって動け。
何十人って人たちが君を助けようと。エリちゃん、大丈夫。君は
No one is gonna die, okay?
もうやめだ。
You really took everything.
お前のせいでまた人が死ぬぞ。これが望みなのか。もう限界ですね。体力が尽きてきて、そろそろリセットする。仕切り直しだ。
Oh, you were reviving her like that again and again? You killed her! And you were just reviving her.
そんなこと望んでない。ダメだ。先輩と一緒にいるんだ、エリちゃん。
こいつ一人でこの状況をなんとかなると思うか。
You recognize him, you recognize Deku! That egg that he gave you, come on! Harry!
みんなを元通りにして。
そうだよな。ルミリオンで芽生えかけた淡い期待が砕かれた。気づいてるか。お前は求められてない。緑やエリちゃんの方は叶わない。
Bonjour again, it's Deku!
私と貴様が殺される。血先が匂わせる未来を。
You're wrong!
余計なお世話だとしても、君は泣いてるじゃないか。誰も死なせない。君を助ける。
I love you so much, Deku! What? Who? I was right to not forget you about them, you know, outside. No. No, I didn't see. I still want to cry, like... I'm still feeling so sad for Mirio who lost his quirk. All of them, you know, right now they know about it and they all know how bad it is and it's painful, it's cruel, it's everything. I was so stressed during the entire episode because Eraser being out, it was really Nighteye and Deku against Overhaul, and with what Rock Guy said about Nighteye take your responsibility and Deku save the girl, I was like, what? Is it something like a prediction? Nighteye is gonna take his responsibility by fighting Overhaul and sacrificing himself, being killed by Overhaul while Deku is protecting, saving the girl by escaping. So truly I thought that it would be that, and during a certain time it was that. And we saw Nighteye being stopped like that and all, and I was like, that's it? He's dead? Like, he's dead? So Deku stayed and Mirio tried to escape with Eri, but we saw that Mirio couldn't do it, that Deku couldn't do it, that both of them were so hurt and all. So really I was like, girl, Eri, we need you, like, maybe I'm too delusional by thinking that you can give his quirk back to Mirio. Maybe I'm going too far with that idea, but you know, my idea is the fact that if her quirk can erase someone's quirk, you know, can eliminate it, destroy it, maybe she can also give someone to someone, I mean, is her quirk back. Like, if it's truly like for Overhaul, if you can destroy, you can also repair. So maybe she can do it, the girl. Or maybe not, but at least for people she can help them, you know, she can heal them. I know that she's just a kid, so she can't do it, like, she doesn't have a real conscience, you know, of her quirk, how to use it and all, but I thought that a miracle could be possible right now for Mirio, for Deku, but she went back to Overhaul because she didn't want for any of them to get killed. The only thing that she asked, it was for Overhaul to repair them. What we saw, that memory, you know, of them making experiences on her, and the fact that this guy said, that's it, we can't use her anymore, and Overhaul responded, we need a reset. He said before that if she's being killed, he can revive her. How many times did he do it? Because for me, it was that memory, it was Overhaul killing her, making her revive just to use her again for an experience. That's what a reset of a person means. It's so cruel, it's so awful. Like, I don't have the words to express, you know, what I think about it. And now we have the confirmation that the relationship between each people is a good one, like really. Overhaul, it's the boss son, and Eri, she's his daughter, meaning that Eri is the granddaughter of the boss. Meaning also that these guys, you know, from the Yakuza group, maybe at the end they have more respect for Eri than for Overhaul, because Overhaul is not acting with his heart, is not following the rules of the Yakuza group. When Eri, she's just a kid, she's being used by that one that they're not respecting, and she has that connection with their boss, you know, she is his granddaughter, you know. So meaning that maybe they would do everything that they could to protect her, to save her, in fact, at the end. The fact that people are coming at the end to help them, people from the outside that maybe most of the viewers forget about, like, the more we progressed with this attack, the further we went into this house, into the labyrinth of this house, and I think that the majority of the viewers forgot about the Dragon Lady, Ochako and Sue, and we're just like, okay, little by little we let some of our guys dealing with some of the villains, and we're progressing, and we're now that little group trying to fight Overhaul. Me, I never forgot about them, you are witness of it. In each intro I was like, maybe in fact we're gonna have one episode for each one of these groups, and I was considering the Dragon Lady and Ochako and Tsu as one of these groups, because for me the job that they're making outside about stopping, you know, occupying all of them and all, it's a big one. So I didn't forget about them. I didn't think that right there it would be them, you know, that help which would come from nowhere. But I'm glad, I'm really glad, because it's not only them, these heroes, but it's also other big heroes and also all of the cops, all of these resources, so that's really cool, really great. We have Toga and Twice who are around, and Toga, she really said that they would not intervene to save Overhaul, but they want to be there to do something still, something that Shigaraki could appreciate. For me, it's gonna be about stealing Overhaul's, bullets, what he can do, or it's gonna be about stealing the blood of some guys. Like right there, so many of them are bleeding, Nighteye, Mirio, Dekku, and Toga, she noticed Dekku, we know how interested she is by him, and also the fact that the League of Villains is targeting him, so I'm worried about it. They made me cry again during this episode. Again, you're gonna have the full reaction part for this episode. Like, really, I think that it has been 6 full reaction part videos that you have, on my Patreon. Like, really, for this attack, I can't put anything else than the full reaction part on my Patreon, and just know that it's a real mess, like, it's really a big thing for me to get into it for the YouTube version. So if you want really to have everything and all of these moments, all of these scenes, you have my Patreon for that. I'm sorry, I'm really just like the situation right now. But at the same time, Nighteye, you didn't know for Mirio's future. You imagined what the situation could be, like you dying, Dekku dying, but you were wrong about that. And okay, you were not wrong with your quirk, but you were wrong with you using how your quirk could work, like meaning that the future that you imagine like that can be wrong, meaning also that the future that you imagine, that you saw for All Might can be wrong also. Call me the delusional girl, the girl in denial and all. I don't care. I don't fucking care. I prefer my version of stuff. And until you're proving me that I'm wrong, I'm gonna continue to think like that. Just know that I'm finishing this session of binge watching, these 2 episodes and this review with one big feeling. It's really just me feeling sad for Mirio. Like, again, for me, erasing someone's quirk, it's like erasing a part of that person's identity, all of his future, what his future could be, what he imagined for his future. And it's something so cruel, it's really erasing a part of himself. Like, again, I really think about it like the demon inside of, like, for His Dark Materials, the show and the books, when you're cutting the link, that someone has with his or her demon. Like, for me, it's as painful, as cruel, as horrific, to do something like that. Okay, so it's all for you and for me for this video, for this session of binge watching. So it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine?
Great.